Hello there, Leo. Welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. We are pulling messages for you guys for a timeless reading. This is all about you. Whatever messages want to come forward for you right now. This can be about your past, present, your future, about something going on, some blocks right now, or some blessings headed your way. We're not calling upon any specific deities or anything like that. We're just going to see who shows up and what they have to say. So if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for every single one of you. And if you are new here, please drop a comment down below. Say hello. Where are you watching from? And also, if you all enjoy your reading, please do take a moment there to hit that like button. Just give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content as well. But let's get right into it and see what we've got coming in here for you guys. We have the wall, okay, bringing some obstacles, all right. We also have Caterpillar, bringing opportunity here for you. I love this card. It's so pretty. We do have cats on that one. And we also have the Vanishing Mirror with ego sublimation. So part of the message here for you guys is that there's something that you need to work through, something that you need to overcome in order to find the opportunities that you're looking for. And sometimes we need to really turn inwardly in this energy to look within ourselves. What do you feel is holding you back from something? Is it uncertainty? Maybe you're a little bit confused as to what you really want. This can be fears holding you back. Sometimes it's the stories, the belief systems that we tell ourselves. Are you telling yourself that I'm not going to go for this opportunity, or, I really want this, but I'm just not sure that I'm qualified enough, or I'm talented enough, or I'm experienced enough, right? And so sometimes we can talk ourselves out of something a lot easier sometimes than we can talk ourselves into it. So the wall is showing you here that there is something here that you've got to break down, something here that you've got to shatter, work through, or find a way over. Perhaps there's external forces that you feel may be at play here for you. So you're being really encouraged here in this energy. Whatever situation you've got going on right now, it could be your money, it could be your career path, it could be your relationships, your friendships. Maybe it's just something within you, your spiritual growth, your emotional healing, right? Whatever it is, right? Spirit says to you, look beyond the issue. See past the blocks that may be in your way, because that is where the solution lies. That is where the magic is. That is where the magic happens. Sometimes what happens is we can't see the forest through the trees, right? We're walking along a path and all of a sudden, boop, there's a big old tree right in front of us. And we're like, oh, okay, well, that's a cool tree. That's interesting. I don't know. I guess the path is blocked, right? No. Look beyond that. Because this is a time of great opportunity for you. With the caterpillar that is coming in here, you might need to change something so that you can grow and expand and evolve in the way that you are meant to. But we do need to shatter something here. The vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. Sometimes we need to let go of human ego. Sometimes we need to let go of control, defining our path, or defining the absolute outcome. And sometimes that requires us to look in the mirror and be really honest and truthful with ourselves. What am I doing that is preventing me from getting to where I want to go, or from manifesting things into my life, or from dealing with the problems at hand? Sometimes we create our own walls, or our own obstacles, because sometimes we're being very protective of ourselves, right? Instead of putting up healthy boundaries, we create an impenetrable wall. And boundaries are good. They let the good in, right? And they keep the bad out. Walls, nothing. Ye shall not pass. Nothing good can come in and nothing bad can get out, and vice versa. So this can be a time where you have put up some sort of wall somewhere. Maybe it's a wall around your heart. Perhaps it's a wall around yourself, right? It's like, nope, I'm just gonna do my thing. I don't want to let anyone in. I've been hurt before. I'm just gonna, show up every day, and I'm just gonna, really just be me, right? Which is fine, right? Which is fine, but it's like there's some energy that is blocked there. We have to let people in our lives. We have to have good experiences. And this is the time of freedom that we are stepping into. And this is a time when you can really change your life. You can transform your life. But through the time of change, right, we do some shadow work. We do figure out, what have I learned from my past? What do I need to release so I can move forward, carry my wisdom, but not carry my energy? Whatever it is that's going on for you, you are bang smack in the middle of some change, or the need to have some change. Because when we get the caterpillar energy, right, what does a caterpillar do? A caterpillar goes into a cocoon and then goes through some gross, icky stuff and then emerges out the other side as a beautiful butterfly. So the caterpillar energy shows that you are just entering this period, and sometimes we just need to figure out what it is that we're changing. Where do we see ourselves headed? It's a beautiful opportunity for you right now, but we do need to be patient in this energy. We do need to allow change to happen, or give ourselves permission to change. Sometimes that's an important thing. So let's see what else comes out here for you. But the vanishing mirror especially is about shattering your own beliefs, boundaries, things that are very much a part of you that are no longer working for you, right? It can be about controlling the outcome of a situation. It can be focused on one particular path and not being open to other paths. It can be, a lack of patience, right? But it can also be those fears, right? So what is your part of your human side that is preventing you from being more open and receptive to things? And man, when we step into that, when we recognize that, and we're willing to, let certain things crumble to dust, it opens up a whole world of opportunities. We have envy coming out here for you. Rest and rejuvenation. And adjacent possibilities. Would you look at that? The envy card says stay in your own lane. There may be things that you're looking at in the world, and this card does come up quite a bit when we are assessing our lives, or when we are wanting something in our human experience. The vanishing mirror, right? Something here in our material world has a hold over us. When we get the envy card, right, it's one of those kind of lower vibe energies, right? Jealousy, envy, that kind of thing. And this can show that you're maybe looking at what others have, and you're comparing yourself to other people's situation. But not all is as it seems. All that glitters is not gold. We do live in an age of social media. We can look on the internet these days, and with the rollout of AI that a lot of people have access to now that we didn't before, we don't know what's real. Is that real or is it fake? I don't know, right? So all that glitters is not gold. Not everything is always as it seems. You can be looking at the Joneses across the street, keeping up with Joneses, right? Or, well, if you watch crappy TV, I guess keeping up with the Kardashians or something. I don't know. I think I watched about 10 minutes of that, and it's 10 minutes of my life I'll never get back. So, but those things are out there, right? Social media, these so-called influencers, let me tell you, if you see what goes on behind the scenes with these so-called influencers, you would not be influenced by anything, right? So, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors around. And this message here is about having a look at you, your life within you, and being thankful and grateful for all the blessings that you already have. Because what it appears like someone else has may not actually be rooted in reality. You might look at your neighbor across the street with the freshly manicured lawn, the perfect shutters on the windows, the fancy cars in the driveway, the designer clothes and handbags, or, the fancy ass vacations, whatever. But that doesn't necessarily mean they have any money, because that Jones across the street can be one paycheck away from bankruptcy, from homelessness, because they are always putting on those airs, right? Making things look like their life is perfect. And because we can't always tell what is real or, what other people have, right? The focus needs to be on you. The blessings that you already have, the roof that's over your head, the family, the friends that are in your life, the relationships that you've forged. Even be thankful and be grateful for the things that haven't gone your way. Why? Because you've gained wisdom, and that is priceless. So in this energy, focus on you, not anything else that's going on out there, not what other people have or appear to have. Very important message for you right now. Very important message for a lot of people, right? We can all learn a little bit from that. You may also, if you're on a path of spiritual growth, you may also be looking at what other people have accomplished spiritually as well. Every single person is on a different spiritual journey. Every single person. It is not a light switch, and it is not a one-size-fits-all policy. What works for you may not work for someone else. What works for them may not work for you. So sometimes you may need to try something a whole bunch of times to get the results that you're looking for, right? And think about, something like visualization. And you might look and you might be hearing other people's stories about what happens when they go into meditation and they visualize something. And you're like, how come I can't do that? There's a lot of people that actually really have trouble with visualization. And the best advice that I can give you in that is to let it go. Allow the energy to flow, because really that is the important thing. Quieting your conscious mind and allowing your energy to flow. Whatever is meant to click into place for you is going to click into place for you. Whenever it is meant to click into place for you is when it's going to click into place for you. So don't compare yourself, your situation, your story, your gifts, your abilities, your talents to anyone else, just to you. Spirit also wants to make sure that you're taking some time out for yourself with rest and rejuvenation. Because if we spend too much time external, envy, we are ignoring and neglecting something internal. So this is a time to go within. This is a time to focus on you. This is a time to connect with your own energy and give yourself a little bit of a break, right? You might have some ambitions. You might have some goals. You might have some challenges in your life. You may get some things that you're working through. Some of you do get the feeling that you're going through a little bit of a dark night of the soul. We're all going through a lot of changes, and this makes us all a little bit uncomfortable. So the best thing that you can do here is find some quiet space, find some quiet time. The backbone of, really connecting with our own energy, connecting with our heart, connecting with our mind, our body, our soul is through a little bit of meditation. And a lot of people are intimidated by the word meditation. If you have 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 5 seconds, or 5 minutes, I should say, 10 minutes. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You don't have to put a timeline on it. All meditation really is, the core of it, the basics of it, is quieting your conscious mind and just allowing your energy to flow. Take a few deep breaths. It's about focusing on your breath work, right? Deep breath in, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then long exhale out. Do that 3 times. It recenters, refocus, and renews your energy. And it's very rejuvenating in there. And as you find more time, you can get a little bit better at it, or you can spend a little bit more time at it. But 5 seconds, 10 seconds, that's all you need. Focus on your breath work. It will do you a world of good, and it'll be quite the stress relief, and it'll actually reshift your energy. It's wonderful. But some of you really do need a longer break. You need a vacation, and you also need to give yourself a break. All right. Well, we have adjacent possibilities coming in here as well. And we already did touch upon that before that particular card came out. And sometimes we are so focused on the one thing. We are so focused on a certain trajectory or a certain outcome or certain possibilities that we don't see the other possibilities and the potential that is around us. So when we get this energy, it's about keeping an open heart and open mind and not controlling the outcome. Part of the vanishing mirror energy. Because if you think that you should have, let's talk about money. Let's say you're like, I want $1 million in my bank account. Great, so do I. How are you going to get it? I don't know. That's actually even better. Leave that up to the universe. Set your intention that you want $1 million cash in your bank account, but then leave open the possibilities. 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Leave open the possibilities as to how that's going to happen. Because sometimes, we think that the only way I'm going to get $1 million cash in my bank account is to win the lottery. Great. But there's like a million other ways that money can get in there. Right? It can be a slow accumulation. It can be that all of a sudden you have a practical plan and you start being quite the saver. It could be that you have a booming investment, right? It could be that, that maybe you have some family wealth that comes in. Whatever it happens to be, there's many possibilities and many opportunities for that $1 million to manifest in your bank account. But we need to be open to it. And if there are only focuses on the one way, then hey, it might still happen, but you might be waiting for a very long time in some cases, right? So, I mean, that's kind of a little bit of a big one right there, right? But that's the same thing with anything. If you're looking for love, right? If you're only focused on the one way to find love, you're not going to be open to, any other way. Or if you're only focused on one type of person, then you might miss something really quite magical. And it's true that whatever it is that's meant for you won't pass you by, but sometimes we got to wait a long time for it to come back around. And why, right? Seize the moment, seize the opportunity the first time. So just be open and aware. As the Hanged Man brings us, we've got the Hanged Man energy out there for you. The Hierophant. 7 of Wands. The Magician. So this is really quite beautiful, and it is speaking about keeping an open mind, keeping things in perspective, or opening yourself up to more possibilities and different perspectives. Look at something in the big picture, and this is where the magic lays. We do have the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Now, this can certainly represent your vision, your goals, your dreams. Right? The 7 of Cups shows the potential for a lot of different possibilities and opportunities opening up for you, right? So the 7 of Cups can be a wonderful energy, bringing you in a whole bunch of different things that, may be happening in your life or available to you in your life. But this can also represent where we get stuck. We get confused, we get a little bit lost, and we get afraid of making a choice, of making a decision. Which way do I go? What do I choose? I don't know. It's scary. What if I choose wrong? And so this can create obstacles, and we get ourselves a little bit stuck. So when we're feeling that energy, the best thing that we can do is Hanged Man energy, take that step back. Let go of control. Let go of overthinking, overanalyze. Connect with your energy. Allow it to flow. The answers will come. Enlightenment will come. Clarity will come. When we try too hard and we focus too hard, sometimes we block out the answers, or we block out our intuition even. But this is a time when you can really follow your goals and your dreams. You've got a dream, you've got a fantasy, there's something you're imagining, there's something you're visualizing, whether you think you are or not, something you're dreaming about, whether it's your nighttime dreams or your daydreams. This is an opportunity for you to take that step back. Where does my opportunity lie? Is there something holding me back? And then make a choice, make a decision to go for it, to run with it, because we can't always tell the future, right? We can get an idea, right? But our decisions that we make today dictate our tomorrow. The lessons that we've learned from our past influence how we make our decisions today, but we can't make them from fear, right? We have to make them from love and light and positivity. And this is how we grow in a really positive direction. But I do feel that there is some wisdom or some enlightenment coming to you. There's certainly some spiritual growth coming to you guys as well, because we do have the Hierophant coming in here, and this is about higher level learning. It's about ascension, right? Ascending your own energy. It's a very spiritual energy, right? So this is an age of enlightenment for you on many, many levels. You could be really getting deeper insight and understanding on some lessons that you've learned in your life, and you are using that newfound wisdom to make choices, to go forward, to decide what it is you want, to manifest things in your life, right? The Magician, very magical energy, very powerful energy, very resourceful energy, right? So this is a time when you can manifest, you can create, and you can find the resources that you want and that you need to do whatever it is you want to do, to change whatever it is that you need to change, and, to follow those opportunities that are knocking at your door. So it's a great energy here. But some of you may be breaking down barriers, because the Hierophant is, yes, it's a very spiritual energy, but it's rooted traditionally in like organized religion, or in deep-rooted traditions. So think about, like your childhood, how you were raised, right? I mean, traditionally, this is the Pope on this card. We're very Catholic in its energy, right? But it can be any spiritual leader. So this can be a time when you are trying to fuse your traditional values and upbringings and belief systems with your newfound belief systems. Can they coexist? Yes, they can. I know many people where it does exist. It can happen, but we've got to keep that open mind, right? Hangman energy. We've got to look at the big picture. We've got to really understand that whatever the belief system is, we actually all come from one place. We come from source, right? And, there's no one right way, and there's no one wrong way. And over in humanity, there's at least 1,000 different gods. Okay. So who's right? Who's wrong? Nobody, right? Nobody. One source, one universe, one source is where we're from. So you might be trying to figure out right now how to blend your traditional values and upbringing and belief systems with the new, right? The old and the new can coexist. But you could be also at this stage where, in order for you to get to where you want to go, or to create what you want to create, or be who you want to be, you need to break down some barriers. You might need to stand up for yourself in some ways. Seven of Wands. You might need to face your challenges, or the people that are trying to convince you otherwise or giving you grief. You might need to face them head on and say, I am me. Me isn't necessarily you. That sounds so weird, but you know what I mean? I am not the same person that you are, right? So you might need to stand up for your belief systems. You may need to put up some boundaries there in your life as well, right? But this is a time when you can really advocate for what you want, what you believe in, where you want to go. And if you're committed to your journey, you can really make anything happen, because the magic and the mystery lies in you, the Magician. This is your power. And this is a time of embracing your personal power, whatever that looks like to you. Perhaps you've given your power away. That might be part of the wall, right? Have you given your power away? It's time to take your power back, take your mojo back, right? And yes, you might need to put up some boundaries for that. You might need to stand up for yourself for that, but you can do it. You've got very powerful energy that's coming in here backing you up. So wherever you're at in your life right now, right, this is a time of growth, enlightenment, change, and personal power for you. You may be stepping into some very powerful spiritual gifts right now, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're ascending, you're changing in all of the best of ways. This could be a personal growth, maybe some healing, right? Letting things go. Hanged man, learning your lessons. Sometimes it's the school of hard knocks that really propels us forward and gets us to where we want to go. But ultimately, you've got unlimited potential, unlimited possibilities. The magician has landed right on top of adjacent possibilities. So keep an open mind, keep an open heart. Whatever it is you want, whatever you're dreaming about, whatever you want to change, whatever you desire, you have the ability to create it and find the resources, the information, and the opportunities that you've been looking for. So keep that in mind. Speak that mantra to yourself, right? I am powerful. I am abundant. I am strong. I am confident, right? And those positive affirmations, especially when you speak them out loud, you can speak things into existence, right? So let's get some few more messages out here for you. What goes around comes around. All right. And this is an important message here as well, because the magician reminds us that the energy that we put out is what flows back to us. The good that we put out in the world is the good that flows back to us. It can also work the other way, right? So we don't want that, right? What goes around comes around. All of that beautiful, wonderful energy that you are putting out there, this is the time when things are flowing back to you. This is also a little bit of a reminder, okay? I don't know who this speaks for, all right? But if you've had some painful experiences, you've had some troubles and tribulations and things in your life. A lot of people have. This is something that's really kind of stuck with you. Remember that it is never our place to dole out someone else's karma, and just trust in the laws of the universe that if someone has done you rotten, someone has done you dirty, right? They will eventually meet their maker. They will eventually have something come back around to them that teaches them that lesson. But that's not ours to do. It's a time for you to focus on you and move forward. Your animals in spirit are safe and well and are showering you with their love. All right? For some of you, this is a healing journey. You're always safe, you're always protected, and I have lost my own fair share of furry companions, and I know that they're around. So this is a little bit of assurance for some of you there, because some of you are dealing with grief, right? And simplify your life, and the answer you seek will appear. Very important, right? Ground, connect your energy. Take a step back, release. Do your breath work. The answers will come. I'll leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do hit that like button. I truly appreciate that. I thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.